Hey guys, welcome back to Cereal at Midnight. My name is Heath, and I'm going to gingerly, carefully put this stack of new releases right here beside me. This is our monthly new release spotlight video collection update spotlight with things from all over the world. Arrow, 88 Films, Eureka, MVD, Radiance. I got some studio stuff in here. The most befuddling to me, and I don't mean that in a bad way, is in the thumbnail, right? Because I just cannot believe we're living in a world where the Toxic Crusaders animated series has a Blu-ray release. We're going to talk about that in just a second. But first, I want to thank the sponsor of this episode, Hamilton Book. I'm so glad to have Hamilton Book back for another one of these episodes. I love Hamilton Book. They are a destination for me on the web, hamiltonbook.com. I go there often to see what's been added, to see what every month they add brand new inventory in their books, in their DVDs, in their Blu-rays, in their 4Ks, in the music section. There's constantly new inventory flooding into the Hamilton Book warehouse, and they pass those deals on to us, and I really appreciate the resource that they are for the physical media collector. Each one of these spotlights I like to do, these sponsor spots, I like to do a spotlight on something from Hamilton Book that you can go get cheap right now. And in this episode, I want to tackle the night they raided Minsky's. This is the Olive Films Blu-ray of this Friedkin movie, William Friedkin. It's his third movie. William Friedkin had done, I think his first movie is Good Times, that Sonny and Cher movie, which I actually like. He didn't like it. I like it. He didn't like this movie either, but I think it's worth your time because it's one of the movies that makes Friedkin. Friedkin makes this movie. It's also one of the movies that makes him because he didn't have a great experience working on, too many cooks in the kitchen, sort of. He turns in the movie and they go in and they start recutting and tinkering with it. And it pushed him further to his own creative things like The French Connection, like The Exorcist, the things that we would associate Friedkin with later. This is part of the story there. And this movie has become incredibly obscure now, and if you want to watch it, if you want it on physical media, this is the Olive Films Blu-ray. Olive Films doesn't exist anymore. This is technically out of print, so when this stock is gone, that's it for this Blu-ray. Now somebody else might pick it up at some point, but I actually don't know the likelihood of that. This is a 20th Century Fox and MGM licensed film, and United Artists. With the way that rights exist now, that's one of the reasons we love physical media, is that it allows us to bypass, like who owns this and what platform is it on. If you want to buy The Night They Raided Minsky's digitally, you can't. That's not an option. So really, as of this recording, this is the only way you can own this movie. And I think that it's worth a watch, right? It's got Elliot Gould in it. It's got Jason Robards in it. Britt Eklund is an Amish girl that goes to the big city and ends up as a burlesque dancer. It's a comedy set in the 1920s. It's just an interesting movie. Not necessarily a slam dunk. Certainly not on the level of The French Connection or The Exorcist. But it's Friedkin. And we celebrate directors here. We celebrate the art of movie making, even when it doesn't work. That's as interesting as sometimes more interesting than when something does work. So this is available on Hamilton Book at a really, really affordable price right now. I'm going to put links in the description of this. Thanks to Hamilton Book. So glad to be to be partnered with them to sponsor as they sponsor this episode. We got a lot of ground to cover here. So I'm already talking kind of fast. We're going to talk fast because I want to get through this in a timely fashion. From Mill Creek Entertainment, Ultraman Blazar. This is the complete series, 25 episodes, and the movie event on Blu-ray. I've been very, very happy with the way that that Mill Creek has handled the Ultraman catalog, and now that they've renewed their deal with Subaraya Productions, we're just getting more and more stuff. I have not started this yet. The last one of these was Ultraman Taiga, which was the last one that I watched. I was going to watch a few episodes. Lo and behold, I just plowed through the whole thing. Not in one sitting, but in a short amount of time. Because it's like potato chips. You just can't stop. Once you pop one, you just keep on going. They have included a trading card, or a card from the card game, I should say, which is something. Oh, discs are falling out here. Discs are popping. All right, pop that back in there here. So this is 8 episodes. Oh, this is happening live on camera. That is barely okay. These discs are not seated on this hub incredibly well, and you're seeing this in real time. They're just falling out, and I'm having, what would my grandmother say? I'm having a dickens of a time trying to get them back on there. My grandmother was Southern. Okay, got it back on. Verification. They're up. Nope, that one came off again. All right, well, this is information you need to know, right? Oh, that disc is off too. Lord have mercy. There are 8 episodes on each. Trying to do a review after all that. Just open it, disc is just like caw, 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 like skeet, like skeet shooting, pull, and the discs just fly everywhere. I don't know what I was. 8 episodes on. I think they're all. Let's see, episodes 1 through 8. I was nervous to go through these. 9 through 16, 17 through 24, and the last disc is episode 25. 3 recap episodes, a preview episode, and then the movie. So all the stuff always looks good. We do have our booklet here with all the Ultramans that appear in the episodes and in the episode guide. This is always a nice little touch. We've covered every single Ultraman release that Mill Creek Entertainment has released to date. Right here, I have an Ultraman playlist that you might want to peruse and browse at your leisure. Here is the 2 different pieces of art here. And in case you want to read all about it, I'm going to hold it up. You can freeze it. The best place, I'm not going to read special features on all of this stuff. The best place to do that is to go to the respective websites of all these different companies. I'll do my best, but we can't be here all day. This is crazy. This is the Toxic Crusaders, the series, of course. This is the Toxic Avenger spin-off cartoon from, what was this? This was the late 80s, right? Does this even have a year on it? I don't see a year. I remember this being on television. I remember the toys in the store. It is crazy to me that we live in a world where a Troma property got this level of success. And you're going to be like, well, you know, Blu-ray? Really? Really? Does this deserve a Blu-ray? I don't know if they've upscaled it. I don't know if they've gone back to the film source or whatever. It looks good. Like, it's definitely, you can tell it was sourced from the standard definition era, but it looks HD. I'm not one of these. I don't sit here and talk for 30 minutes about like color space and the bit rates and the grain structures and all that stuff. You can go find that somewhere else. Too many people doing that. It looks better than I expected it to. I'm pretty happy with the way that it looks. It's the Toxic Crusader, guys. This has a ton of special features on it. It's got a new introduction by Lloyd Kaufman. If you know Troma discs, once you hit play, they're front loaded with like there's a Toxic Avenger bit, like a skit at the beginning of it. Maybe they'd say a short, I don't know. There's the Toxic Crusaders toy commercials are on the Blu-ray. There's a new video game coming out, the Toxic Crusaders video. Is it the Toxic Crusaders or Toxic Avengers? It's a Crusaders video game from Retroware, who does good work with like retro style video games. It says feature-length documentary about the making of the video game. I was like, yeah, right, Troma. Let's see. It's an hour and 13 minutes long. I'm not. What? Long lost archival footage of your favorite mop-wielding mutant bonus cartoons. It's got a ton of stuff. Disc 1, it's a 2-disc set. Disc 1 and Disc 2 are full of stuff. Now, I think it's only a 12 or 13 episode series. It's not maybe it's even less than that. It's 300, what is it? The whole thing is 301 minutes long. So you can do the math on that. But it's got a ton of quote content. I hate that word, but it is. It's a really well done package. That's what she said. Okay, we got a bunch of stuff from Arrow here, a bunch of 4Ks. We've got A Simple Plan. Sam Raimi's A Simple Plan from 1998. Hold on, was it? Yeah, 1998. I miss this Sam Raimi. I'm not going to go too deep into my ennui for the Sam Raimi that we lost. But, you know, after Evil Dead and Army of Darkness and even after The Quick and the Dead and Darkman and all that stuff, he makes a movie for grown-ups. He makes like a neo-noir, you know, sort of a crime. How do they describe it? It was Academy Award-winning screenplay by Scott B. Smith. And it's a movie for adults. It's a darker movie, a darker story. I say it's a neo-noir. And that Sam Raimi, he made a couple of movies for grown-ups, and then Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3, and then But for a while, we had this variety. It was like a leveling up. We've seen that with several directors. Name a director that you're thinking of that was, each project was bigger than the one before. They make, like, I'm thinking of Kevin Smith, right? Like he does the View Askew universe, and he graduates to what was the movie, Jersey Girl, right? And then, like, he continues to work up, and then he starts making studio pictures that aren't in the View Askew universe, and then it's like he kind of goes back to doing that again. We're seeing that a lot with people. Like, I don't know. I said I wasn't going to talk too long, and I am talking too long. Here's the back of the box, and those are the special features. You can freeze that. It's loaded. This is one of those deals where you don't have more than one disc. You've got the 4K disc, and that's it. So if you want this on Blu-ray, it's not here. Ooh, teaser for Jason X coming from Arrow? I don't think I knew that. I saw that in the theaters. I don't think I'm a huge Jason X fan. I think for me, Friday the 13th ends with Jason Takes Manhattan. But you know what? Every one of those has become a cult classic now. This is what it costs. Man, now I just want to go watch this. And it's cold as I'm making this. Like, we've had winter. It's not winter yet, but like it's gotten cold. It's good. Dark nights. Good time for snuggling up with a simple plan. On the 4K from the Arrow. The Invasion. This is another version of Invasion of the Body Snatchers from, what is this, 2007. I thought it was later than that. I was going to say like 2011 or something like that. This is Nicole Kidman, Daniel Craig, Alien Invasion movie on 4K. Same deal. Oh, it's Jason X again. No other disc. Just the 4K disc. We have the poster here. Double-sided poster with the new and the classic. This artwork doesn't necessarily scream Alien Invasion. I don't know. At the same time, I can kind of see what they're going for. And it's better than photoshopped floating heads, I suppose. Here's the book. We come to this place for magic. That was terrible. That was terrible. But my goodness, I've seen, if you've been to an AMC theater in the last 5 years, there's Nicole Kidman. 4 years? There's Nicole Kidman talking about going to the movies for magic. We have, just hold that up. I'll hold it up for you to look at it while I'm looking at it. Visual essay, commentary, seeing if there's any of my friends on this. Archival features from 2007, the booklet, the poster, yada, 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 and all that jazz. Also from Arrow on the 4K is the Addiction. Now, this is an Abel Ferrara movie. Didn't this come out on Blu-ray within the last couple of years, I want to say? You can check. You're on the internet. This is looking to see Talking with the Vampires, a 2018 documentary about the film with Christopher Walken, Lily Taylor, composed by Joe Delia, the cinematographer. All right. What are they advertising this time? Oh, we got a different one. Incubus. It's the single disc, right? No Blu-ray. I know in some of these cases, this is because the Blu-ray is licensed to someone else. I mean, what's our table? Whoa. What's our table of contents here? There we go. All right. Oh, we got to put the Incubus card back in here. Now, I don't know anything about this. I'm not even sure I'm going to pronounce this right. Tomy? To me, my X-Men. This is a 1999 film that I haven't seen. Listen, just because I'm covering this stuff doesn't mean I should say this at the beginning of every video. Doesn't mean I'm vouching for it. Doesn't mean I'm recommending it. It means that it was sent to me to show to you. And I don't keep everything that I show in these videos either. So if you're trying to, I'm not buying most of this stuff. It's just to know, like, do not buy anything that you, like, if you don't have the money for it, don't buy it. This is not my personal haul, right? These videos, these are a service to show you what's coming out. It's cool to be able to do it. I have fun with it. You guys show up and most of you have fun with it too. We got HD presentation. This is a Blu-ray, not a 4K. We've got a commentary by Japanese cinema expert Amber T. It's a Girl's World, brand new interview with director Atsuro Oikawa. Scream Queen, a brand new interview with the actress. From manga to screen, a brand new interview. Okay, cool. So here is the... Okay. Oh, there's like a... Is there an eye? There's an eye. They're watching you from the shopping bag. That's the bag from American Beauty. It's the most beautiful bag I've ever seen. Flip that around. Let you freeze that. Now, if you're watching this on your phone, that's probably not... Freezing it's not going to work well for you. Jason X. But I know if you're on your television, a lot of you guys watch on your TVs. You watch via the YouTube app on your smart television device. If you've seen the movie, talk about it in the comments below. Some of these things are obscure for a Western audience. Actually, this is like an Asian cinema section here. This is from 88 Films, a Shaw Brothers presentation of Kid from Kwangtung. Everybody Kwangtung tonight. We have, let's see, slipcover here. Let's do this. Let's look at there's the original poster art. I think the reverse is the same. Yeah, the reverse is the same. We got some cards. Do we do the cards? Let's do the cards. This one guy looks like a bee. Ah! It's like Bumblebee Man. I better check these because these UK companies, European companies, will throw some nudity in there without so much as a buy your leave. This is a chicken. What is... Okay, my interest in this just shot up about 10 points. So many... I'm going to be honest with you guys. So many of these... I binged martial arts movies. I just covered the Shawscope Volume 3 box set. I binged so many martial arts movies over the last couple of years. I cannot tell you what I saw. They have all blended into one long martial arts movie. There's a temple. The temple gets raided. They have to defend the temple. They use techniques that are cutting edge and must be learned. They're forbidden techniques. Anything I need to tell you guys about this? Let's see. I don't know. There's no real special features other than the lobby cards, the translation, the poster art, etc. Facets of Love. Okay, I cannot show you the back of this because it does have flesh upon it. It's okay though because there's nothing on the back of this to even talk about. Again, art cards, translation, etc. Can I show that? Okay, that's okay. And okay, inside, do I dare do these cards? I'll look at them first, and then if I need to edit, I can. This looks like a sitcom. Facets of Love, coming to ABC. Nope, can't do that one. Show that one. One more. And I think that's the gamut. All right. Not the gambit, the gamut. G-A-M-U-T. If you see someone say, it runs the gambit. No, it runs the gamut. Those are two different words. This one I have mixed feelings about. This is also from 88 Films. This is The Kung Fu Instructor. Look at this glorious slipcover. I don't even think it's showing up well on camera. This has got like a hollow foil reflective. All these, like the yellow and stuff, is reflective. It's not really showing up here. Well, maybe a little bit there. This is a beautiful slipcover. At the same time, this just confirms what is happening in the collector sphere, where it's all turning into baseball cards. People are buying movies that they have no intention of watching just because it's becoming a collecting of a baseball card. And I guess the idea is like, I could watch it if I wanted to, but they often, that's my... And I contribute to it too. And 2025 is coming, and there's going to be some changes, buddy. Let me tell you. More talk about movies, less talk about formats and slipcovers and bit rates. Who cares if you don't like the movie? That's my opinion. So this is beautiful. I hope you're buying it for the movie and not for a slipcover. Somebody's going to be like, it doesn't matter as long as they're buying it. Well, no, I would say that it does matter, because the health of the industry, this is, okay, brief aside, speculation kills markets. So when people buy something based on the speculation of profit, or buying something as an investment, that is the last step before that thing collapses, before it goes bankrupt. Saw it with ball cards, saw it with comics in the 90s. This really feels like a 90s comic cover to me. Circa 1995, they were putting holograms on comic covers, chromium covers, Generation X #1 with a chromium cover. That was right before the fall, and I don't want to see that happen to the thing that I love. We got more art cards, translation, so no, I don't see any commentaries or anything like that. I will show you the cards though. And again, if you've seen these movies, you have a leg up on me and maybe the rest of us, because I haven't seen these movies, and I would like to know what you think about them. And for the other people reading the comments as well, you're helping our film literacy to know more about the thing. Makes sense, right? All right, we're switching over to, come on, Eureka. We have The Sword. This is 1980. Lots of special features here. Limited edition O card. 2K restoration. Languages. Oh, Frank Jane commentary. New audio commentary by Mike Leader and Arn Venema. Forging Ahead, a new interview with the martial arts expert Wayne Wong on the sword and the wuxia genre. Andrew Heskins on the sword, a new interview with the film critic. All right, cool. Oh, wait, plus a limited edition collector's booklet with a new essay by East Asian cinema expert Lung Wing Fai. All right, so here's the slipcover. There's the, yeah, you know. Ooh, hey, this has inside art too. Pop this disc back on the hub and we'll take a stroll through the booklet here. Fortune and Glory, The Sword and the Hong Kong New Wave. Interesting. Maybe this is the direction I should go in, is check out some wuxia films, because I have become so the monotony of the martial arts movies and that formula. Maybe I need to step outside of that formula. This steps outside the formula. This is really interesting to me. This has my attention. This is something that maybe you can tell when I perk up about certain things. I'm like, now hold on, let's talk about this. Super Spies and Secret Lies, 3 undercover classics from Shaw Brothers. This is a different Shaw Brothers than anything we've talked about before. Following the enormous international success of Dr. No, From Russia with Love, and Goldfinger, Bond mania swept the globe in a cycle of Bondsploitation movies. Studios all over the world sought to capitalize on James Bond and the concept of the super spy, including Shaw Brothers. And so we've got in the Golden Buddha. Anyway, I'm not going to read the rest of this to you guys, but these are Shaw Brothers doing Bondsploitation. What are the years? 66, 67, and 69. And they've got, we got the O card. We've got, it doesn't look like it's new transfers. This is presented on Blu-ray from masters supplied by Celestial Pictures. You can read a lot there, right? That's telling you a lot without saying it. It's like, we didn't do this. This is coming from Celestial Pictures. So if you got a problem, it tells us they're not new. It tells us that there's been no no tinkering with them. Translation, a new translation text for the subtitles. Commentaries from Mike Leader and Arn Venema. There's the same people pop up on the same releases over and over and over again. I just think that's not disparaging anybody. It's the same people on a lot of these releases, week after week, month after month. New interview with James Bond expert Luella Chapman on global Bond mania in the 1960s. From Hong Kong with Love, a new interview with Hong Kong cinema scholar Wayne Wong, editor of martial arts studies, reversible sleeve, all that jazz. So here's the slipcover. Flip that around. Boom, boom. So we're gonna have 3. Oh wow! Let's do this. Hello. And this flips around too. We got more. Is that okay? Yep. This has my attention. Because it's different, you know? You know what I'm saying. Oh, did I share it? Do we have a... Yeah, we have a book too. Here's the book. It's the table of contents. There's not really... James Bond is my sworn brother. 1960s Hong Kong bang pian genre. Let's see. Oh, nice. Look at that shot. Oh, that's nice. Classic James Bond. Try to find something else that's very... Oh, look, we got a Bond-style torture device. Do you expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. All right, from Radiance, we have the monster. Slap the Monster on page 1. This is an Italian film starring Gian-Marie Volonté from from the Leone westerns. A lot of Italian cinema, spaghetti westerns, that sort of thing. This is a worldwide Blu-ray premiere. I'm not going to talk about what it's about. If you want to scan that, check that out. There are things I'm not really even allowed to talk about here. We got 4K restoration supervised by the director. We've got mono soundtrack. What features do we have here? I am looking. Blu-ray limited. Okay. Interview with critic and author Mario Sesti, and an appreciation by filmmaker Alex Cox, the director of Repo Man. That's cool. Alex Cox loves westerns. I'd like to see what he has to say about this film. Newly improved English subtitles and booklets. Oh, we have reversible art here too. Let me just... Oh, I like that. I might flip that around. Gotta love the classic... Oh, what year is this? 1972. That classic period art. Let's just like get a close-up of his eyes and like... Oh, wow, wow. With some Leone music in the background. Ooh. Relevant. Yeah, it just reminds me, I just bought a ton of vintage science fiction novels from the 50s and the 60s and the 70s. And they're all talking about the things that we're dealing with right now. From gender to news to technology to artificial intelligence to robots to people losing their jobs. 70 years ago, people were worried about this. They were talking about this stuff even then. And then to have a thing from 52 years ago, a movie from 52 years ago, and then tying in the fake news. Really interesting. Why have we not been paying attention? And if we have, why didn't we? It happened anyway. It happened anyway. James Cameron makes the Terminator and then becomes a machine, right? You know, he becomes the thing that he's... It's interesting times, man. Film Masters, Night of the Blood Beast. Now, this is, with Attack of the Giant Leeches, I love Film Masters. Everything they put out is like top shelf to me. They do top shelf presentations of low genre film. And I love that. I would like to see them do more things that are not just low genre film. Like they did do a Scarlet Letter version, a restoration of that. I'd like to see more like that. But this is executive producer Roger Corman unleashes hideous aqua beasts and horrors from outer space in two of his most memorable thrillers. They've got the TV format. These are bonus features. These are theatrical films, right? The TV format for Night of the Blood Beast is an extra. The 8mm silent digest version of Night of the Blood Beast. Feature-length commentary from Tom Weaver. For both films, and he brings along his recordings of all these interviews with everybody he's talked to from the making of the movie. The Mystery Science Theater 3000 presentation for both of the movies, if that's your thing. Made for TV. This is the big one, guys. Bernard Kowalski as a director, a new featurette from Ballyhoo Motion Pictures with film historian screenwriter C. Courtney Joyner, frequent Serial at Midnight guest and collaborator, and audio readings by Andrew Fernaday Jr. That is worth the price of admission, because Daniel Griffith at Ballyhoo always does. I think he's my favorite special features creator, and he doesn't even think of it as special features. He thinks of it as the feature. He's like, well, that's the main attraction, right? Full color booklet. You know what? Let's go to the full color booklet. You got a 2-discer here. Guys, this is a 2-discer. And here's our booklets with, look at that. Tom Weaver, The Boy Who Birthed the Blood Beast by Martin Varno, as told to Tom Weaver. So we got an interview there. Is there another feature in here? Oh, we got the publicity. Yeah, here we go. Another Tom Weaver, Attack of the Giant Leeches. Great stuff, right? From my friend Max Allan Collins, his new film, Blue Christmas. We've talked about this several times in my interviews with him. If you catch our top 5 list, top 5 film noir, top 5 westerns, this frequently comes up. Now you can buy this. Guess what? Cereal at Midnight. Heath Holland. A hard-boiled tale crafted with humanity and humor, Max Allan Collins proves yet again that he is a master storyteller. Heath Holland, Cereal at Midnight. Very cool to be on the back of this box. The front has a quote from The Quiet Place, guys. So, you know, I'll take the back. If you got the Quiet Place, guys, okay, I understand. This is Max Allan Collins' Christmas story. Now, it's essentially a micro-budget film, so I want you to know that going in. Very low budget. It's almost, in some ways, I would think of it as maybe a dramatized play. Very, very limited resources in how it was shot, edited, produced, all that. It's his work. You know, he wrote it. He directed it. It's based on a story that he wrote years ago that he's now adapted. And it's a noir that takes place at Christmas time and has some similarities to A Christmas Carol. Also has some similarities to maybe classic noir like The Maltese Falcon. The man knows noir like the back of his hand. He knows crime fiction, the hard-boiled tropes. He just knows so well. Bonus features, commentary track by writer, director, producer, editor. There's a lot of roles there. Q&A highlights from advanced theatrical screenings and a documentary featuring Max Allan Collins. So what more could you ask for? I don't know if I should show this. I'm gonna hold that up. That's the story. Whoa, I held it up quick enough that you still have to buy it if you want it. This came out, I guess this is new. I don't know. MVD sent this over. This is the 25th anniversary Rock and Roll Hall of Fame concerts. This was collected in a much larger Rock and Roll Hall of Fame presentation that I have. It's a box set that I've got. This is part of that. But I guess they're piecing it out, or maybe they lost some of the performances. It's got some good stuff on there. Crosby, Stills, Nash, No Young, Bonnie Raitt, Jackson Browne, James Taylor, Stevie Wonder, Metallica. Yeah, I was like, Metallica's on one of these. Lou Reed is here. U2, Patti Smith, Bruce Springsteen, and the E Street Band. I think this is the one where Bruce Springsteen, yeah, he does. It's pretty great. If this is the one I'm thinking of. Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band does Jungleland. Yes, this is the one. Billy Joel comes out and does New York State of Mind, and then he and Bruce Springsteen do Born to Run. And Bruce is like, he's got, you know, long sleeves and they're rolled up, and the sweat is just dripping off of his hands as he's playing. You know, you hear about these legendary Springsteen concerts, like you get to see a little bit of it because he's just like pouring it all out. It's cool. So anyway, this is that's available now from MVD, the MVD Rewind the MVD Rewind Collection. This is Men of War. This is, I'm trying to think what to say about this. It's Dolph Lundgren. I'm trying to think who else is in this. I know I've got this somewhere on my shelf already, I think. Dolph Lundgren, Charlotte Lewis, B.D. Wong, Anthony John Dennison. Okay. Directed by Perry Lang. Okay, anyway, it's a Dolph Lundgren action movie, part of a top flight team of ex-special forces agents hired by a ruthless conman to carry out a secret operation to overtake an exotic land that's loaded with precious jade. All right, so we've got a archival feature at an unsafe place, Making Men of War. That's 12 minutes. Raw footage and dailies. That's almost 10 minutes, and then the collectible mini poster. So if you don't like these retro VHS presentations, which are great, but I know producer Eric Wilkinson puts a ton of effort into these to replicate things from his own VHS collection. You have the clean art here. We've got the poster with that art on it as well. And then check this out. On the reversible art wrap, the inside art wrap, you've got this little guy going on. So that's cool. We're almost done. I wanted to keep this under 30, but we have not done that. This is interesting to me. Silent Bites. I don't know anything about this. This is a gang of This is MVD in association with Cleopatra Entertainment. A gang of bank robbers take shelter in a motel after their Christmas bank heist. Unbeknownst to them, they're not the most dangerous thing seeking refuge on this cold Christmas night. So this is going to be vampires attacking bank robbers on Christmas. Interesting premise. It's got to be fairly low budget. I've not heard of anybody associated with this production. Not the writer, not the director, not any of the performers. But I don't know. If you've seen it, let me know what you think about it. This is from Sony Pictures Home Entertainment. This is The Forge. Now, I did not see this. I remember this hitting theaters. I think this is a faith-based movie. It's apparently got a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Anyway, to be clear, I did not request this. They send me this stuff because they know I'm going to show you. And that's the name of the game, right? That's the name of the game. It's got making of. It's got a commentary with the Kendrick brothers. Discipleship in the Forge. Yes, faith. The Heart of the Forge bloopers. Follow-up resource info for your small groups. If you want to gather together and talk about the movie, you can do that. Let's see. It Ends With Us. This is another movie it's basically a domestic abuse sort of a movie. With Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni. I was in the airport recently and I saw someone reading this book. I know it's a big deal. It's got Jenny Slate in it in a bigger role, and it's not a comedy role, and I'm really happy for Jenny Slate because I love her. Loved her when she was on Saturday Night Live, when that thing happened. If you know, you know. And I'm glad to see this. It's a big deal. The movie's getting a lot of attention, so this is out now. I don't think it has any special features. Second from last, Abrupto. And that's the front, that's the back. This is all kinds of creepy. Audacious, charming, and full of macabre humor, says the horror DNA. Abruptio is astonishing, a film full of puppets that probes the depths of humanity. I'm going to read this real quick. Les Hackett hates his life. He works a dead-end job, was just dumped by his high-maintenance... I'll hold this up for you to look at this while I'm talking. Dumped by his high-maintenance girlfriend, still lives with his nagging mom. One night he discovers a fresh incision behind his neck. His friend Danny tells him it's a bomb, that someone has implanted one in his neck too. And then the messages start to come. Les is... sounds like somebody's having a schizophrenic break with reality. The violence escalates around him. Les pieces together the clues that reveal the horrific plan to breed a monstrous race of beings. Shades of V, shades of the X-Files in there. It's got some special features here. This is the alternate cover art there. Hold that up for you guys. So, again, everyone is a puppet. Shades of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. The Invasion, which we just talked about in this episode. Last here is something, again, I did not ask for. I don't know if this is a good fit for my channel. Sony sent this over. I'm going to talk about it. It's the Swan Princes, the Royal Collection. It's 12 movies on DVD, plus a limited edition musical jewelry box. If you have a daughter, if you have a sister, if you have a mother, hey, if this is for you, if you're into the Swan Princes, I know nothing about this. This is completely foreign to me. The animation looks nice. You know, I have nothing to say, right? So I'm trying to let you know what I think about it. But here's the music box. I'm not gonna unwrap this because we're not gonna do that here. But there's the discs. There's the music box. All right. Hey, I'm gonna put an Amazon link in the description of this episode. Anything you buy through that Amazon link, these releases or anything else. If you buy dog food, if you buy an action figure, if you buy Liquid Death water, sponsorships available. Liquid Death. I like Liquid Death. That does support Cereal at Midnight. What I'm doing here, videos like this. It's you and me, man. It's you and me. It's you and me trying to fight the algorithm, fight the all those videos with the people making this face that have like 1 million views. We're fighting that. We're doing something else. We're going in another direction. Like I said, 2025, I'm going to be making some serious changes to the tone of this channel, the focus of this channel. It's going to be good, all good things. But if you enjoy these videos, you know, let me know. I would love to hear from you. More importantly, I'd love to hear you talking about these movies because I want to use this platform to talk about movies or books or comics or whatever, stories, let's geek out about it. Not about the delivery system, but about what's on those discs in the first place. I appreciate you guys. Remember, support our sponsor, Hamilton Book, hamiltonbook.com. Thanks to them. Thanks to you. Till next time, I will catch you later.